You've got 4 pearls in there. So you're hoping on blues, Carrie. Carson is hoping on anything. So well, look at these. You've got 2 blues in there. So you've got a coral, a brighter pink, a bright icy blue, and a TARDIS blue as well, which is slightly two-tonal with lighter and darker areas. So coral, pink, icy blue, and TARDIS blue. Okay, so gorgeous colours to start with. Moving on to your next oyster. Slight double pop there. Oh, now there we go. Sort of come out on half and half of each oyster there, but I will just have a squidge. Okay, so there's definitely no pearls on that side. And I can see it has shown that there's 1 and 2. You are twinning with your first oyster. So twinning with darker pearls here. Now the colours here, this one. Oh, let's just get this back in focus. Oh, I'm sorry, let's just get it back in focus. There we go. So your first one is a darker gunmetal grey. And then his twin is a chocolate and gunmetal, so almost like a tiger eye, but this one would be a really dark tiger eye. So gunmetal and chocolate two-tonal pearl there. And then moving on to the last of your normal oysters. Light pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. Oh, 1, 2, and 3. You have triples. So 3 pearls in that oyster. Again, let me just dry these up for you. The colours you have here are a bright pink, slightly two-tonal as you can see at the bottom there. So a brighter pink, a coral, and a yellow and, there we go, yellow and coral two-tonal pearl. Now the yellow is almost that kind of yellowy green tone. So it's very sort of on the cusp of being more of an apple green. I would say, I believe it's more yellow, but maybe in some lights it may have that like hint of green, especially there. But then you've got that gorgeous flash of coral to him as well. So autumn peach, candy floss pink, or brighter, slightly brighter pink, icy blue, TARDIS blue, twins, 1 gunmetal, 1 tiger eye, then a bright pink, a coral, and a two-tonal yellow and coral. Now, what do you think to these? I'm going to go through and measure them for you. If of course you're happy with these, that's perfect. If there are any that you'd like to swap, that's absolutely fine as well. And then I'll just need to know, obviously we do have your next oyster to open as well, so if you prefer to wait until the end to work out which colours you'd like on the jewellery, then that's absolutely fine. Or if you'd like to decide now, then that's fine as well. So just let me know which way round you'd like to do that. So I'll measure these ones for you. The TARDIS blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The pink from the egg pop is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The darker gunmetal is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The two-tonal tiger eye is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Two-tonal yellow and corals, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the brighter pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And then yes, I will pop in, so the two blues that came from Donna as well, I'll pop those in here just so then you can see you've got those as well. Okay, so that's all in there. So if we open up then